Okay, I can explain. I know this looks bad. I know it looks like I'm 1984 gas lamping y'all. I know it looks bad. I know it looks like I'm 1984 gas lamping y'all. I can explain. This is still the stream where we recruit Ophelia. This is still the stream where we recruit Ophelia. This is still the stream where we're recruiting Ophelia. Me first, ping the Discord, let them know. We're recruiting Ophelia here. I know what it looks like. 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 I know what it looks like, okay? Okay? I know what it looks like. I know it looks like I'm 1984ing y'all with Ophelia. But it's not. It's not. Also, political ad jump scare. So, I haven't heard from Blue yet. I think that they're, eeping right now. So, I have the Marthlock ongoing as like this is my filler stream activity. You know, like when we lost the Iron Man, we popped into it. When we were doing the Nintendo Direct, we popped into it. So I figured, while we're killing time, waiting to hear back from Blue, we'd continue the Marthlock. But we will recruit Ophelia today. We will. Maybe. What is our... I need to see what we're on in the PC. Who's our most recent? What's the plan if you don't recruit Ophelia today? Probably arson. Like, most problems in the world get solved by arson. Danny is lying about Ophelia's recruitment. This is actually a key step. This is actually a key step. Most people don't know this. Most people don't know this. But this is actually a key step in how you recruit Ophelia. I only know this because I'm such a good Fire Emblem player. Alright, our most recent was Julius. So next is Lever. We're gonna catch Lever in the desert. Danny Doyle lying situation is crazy. I would never lie to my viewers. I would never lie and gaslight my viewers. Please direct your attention to the top right corner of the screen as proof that I would never lie. Time to make 50 videos about this controversy? You know, so somebody made a meme about, like, the Danny Doyle situation is crazy, right? And I posted it because I thought it was, like, a funny shitpost. Because it was someone in my Discord server, right? Like, clearly a fan. I posted it and I made, like, a little caption about, like, this is funny. And then I got comments from people who were like, yo, that person's super toxic. How would they do that? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? What? and then I got other comments that were like, just say join my Discord, OMG. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I think the shitpost is funny. I am at heart a shitposter. Alright, let's find out who Lever is. Literally me. Oh, it was you, wasn't it? You're Internet Wanderer. Oh, Lever's gonna be a Flygon. Lever's going to be a Flygon. Memes are the lifeblood of the internet. Yeah, and also, like, it wasn't even meant to be, like, a Discord invite. I put the Discord invite in there because I thought it would be funny to be like, please report all dissidents to me in this location. But it was mostly just highlighting, like, the Danny Doyle situation. People can't handle the truth about the Danny situation. Listen, y'all. My favorite FE Fates stream. Please direct your attention to the top right corner of the screen. Then you'll realize it's Fates. Okay, so we're doing Lever. Also, Blue is here. You just can't hear them or see them. Lever's next? Yeah, Lever's next. Literally 1984. First time that's actually been literally, though. First time that's actually been literally. Actually, literally 1984. 1984 GIF is so funny for no reason. Thank you. I'm really happy with it. I'm glad someone enjoys it. I'm gonna pull up the Team Flare teams. Oh, they don't have the teams listed. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, the wind. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this wind. This wind. Did you say GIF? GIF and GIF, they're interchangeable. They're interchangeable. They're interchangeable. Here's what you do. You look at the top right corner of the screen, and then you'll realize GIF and GIF are interchangeable. I'm gonna keep doing this bit. It's gonna keep being funny to me. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's not funny. I've worn out its welcome. But I'm gonna keep making the same jokes. Oh my god. I hate the wind here. Oh, it won't even... This is certainly one of the Pokemon routes of all time. With the stupid winds. And the stupid arena trap, guys. You can't get rid of repels. Okay, I got the power plant pass. Let's fight Team Flare. I always think 1984 is funny. They're right, it's GIF. It's either GIF or GIF. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Pronunciation wars. Pronunciation wars miss me. Miss me with the pronunciation wars over animated picture moment. Did he just like fire blast me or what did he do? Odor Sleuth. Bonk. Evil Golbat. I'm pretty sure this Golbat has acrobatics. Yup, that's a really high base power move on just like some random run. Pokemon X and Y does this weird thing where like the actual bosses are not that hard. But random trainers was identified and breaks the mold. Yeah, Pokemon and explaining what mechanics do, challenge level impossible. Oh my god, the wind. I hate this route. I'm gonna make a fucking Mr. Beast style cancellation video about this route sucking ass. That's what I'm gonna do. The Route 11 situation is crazy. I forgot I was named Ford. If we put... I think we keep Nanu in the front. Is there anyone we want to sacrifice? I can't think of anyone we want to sacrifice. 2-hour video essay on why this X and Y route is the worst in the game. Wind just ruined its career. You could call it Breaking Wind. Wait, we could call it Breaking Winds. Because then that's a fart joke. And it's double meaning because, like, it went broke. The wind went broke because it went woke. Power up punch. Oh, damn. It high jump kicked. Actually, Nanu might have been dead to that. Nanu... I need to be more careful with Nanu. Alright, Oned. Oned, come here. Oned, come here. I need to keep Oned alive at least enough time for the electric gym. High jump kick was about to break his knees. I want Oned alive for the electric gym because it's like a ground type. And we need one of those. Because like electric terrain boosted Thunderbolt is no joke. Alright, well, we just got confused. What if we switch to Hendexa? What level does Medicham evolve? How's Pokemon treating ya? It's treating me alright. Confusion, that'll be quad effective. There we go. Boom. X and Y, they'll never make me hate you. I'm a Gen 6 defender, as should be clear from the fact that I'm playing a Gen 6 game. Although, that's not even always necessarily the case, because, like, plenty of YouTubers, myself included sometimes, will play games that they don't enjoy. I'm trying to stop myself. That's why I haven't played much FE7 lately. I did FE7 as part of the charity stream as, like, a torture. Are you the guy who sells water? I thought there was a healer in here. Are none of you healers? I tried to hide, but I got stuck. That's actually kind of funny. I thought one of you, like, healed my Pokemon if I talked to you. You were like, I'm hiding, but I'll heal you. Okay, well, we'll buy fresh water. It's a scam. And he literally tells us it's a scam. I love the 3DS games so much. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're 3D. Let's give the black belt to Hendexa. We can probably candy everyone up to 35. What's the level cap, actually? XY gym leaders. Our level cap for electric gym is level 37. Okay, so we can definitely get everyone at least to level 35. I'm stuck. We don't need to make Typhlosion jokes. I hate how, like, of everything from the recent leak, people have decided to focus on, like, the weird pedophilia story and memify it. We don't need to make those jokes. Freshwater, take a sippy sippy, Nanu. Alright, let's go punch a bunch of people. I don't mind it that much, honestly. See, the thing is that, like, the sprite work is beautiful. The sprite work is beautiful, and we abandoned that for the ugliest 3D models I've ever seen. And it's like lifeless animations too. Gen 5 is a gorgeous game. That's the frustrating thing, is Gen 5 is like the peak of 2D sprite work in the Pokemon series, and then they threw it all away. Like, they finally got to that point. And then they threw it all away. What's happening? This is step 1 in the process of unlocking Ophelia's Paralog. What's 1984 on the right? There's no 1984 on the right. There's no 1984 on the right. Gaslighting is an abuse tactic that one uses to convince people that they're crazy and losing their mind. Name him on Ophelia and say that we recruited Ophelia? There's no 1984 in the top right corner of Bossing Say. There is no war at Bossing Say. Oh, Martha's here. See, this is Fire Emblem. There's no Bossing Say in Bossing Say. What is he doing? He's sniffing me. Why is he sniffing me? I guess he's a dog. It does make sense for him to sniff me. Why is Martha Chestnut? So I made a video about what a Marthlock is and the rules of the Marthlock, but basically a Marthlock is Your starter is Marth, and everyone else is the replacement generics from FE11. And Marth is a game over condition. So our starter was Chestnut, because chat voted, and there was a tie between the Fox and the Frog. So I decided that for the sake of democracy, I would pick the one that I wanted. And I like Chestnut. He's a derpy little guy. He doesn't get enough love. Good job, Zestu. Oh, these Golbats all have acrobatics. What moves do you have? Okay, you do have the ability to hit a flyer. We'll switch Onet in. You're so real for that, Danny. Yeah, so the excuse that I gave was, well, it's like Mario Party logic, where if you vote for the minigames and there's a tie, they just pick the one no one voted for, right? That's what I said. But then later, there was a tie between two Johto starter, or the Johto starters or the Kanto starters, whatever, the Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Ivysaur. There was a tie between Squirtle and Charmander, and I picked Squirtle because I wanted Squirtle on the team. So then I threw my logic out the window. I was like, I'm not defending my decision. Chespin never evolved? See, I love the ugly little final form. I think it's awesome. Girl did not want a Bulbasaur. I actually really like Bulbasaur, but I didn't think we needed two grass types, because with Martha's a game over condition, we're literally always going to have a grass type on our team, and as a result, any grass type encounters are kind of a waste. Like, Bulbasaur is my favorite Gen 1 starter. Not even joking. I'm making pizza. Nice. Joseph is my favorite starter. Joseph TMGC. Two Milkmen Go Comedy. Oh my goodness. Confuse Ray. Fighting the evil teams, not just Flare, fighting the evil teams is just always an exercise in annoyance. Have you gotten over your Huberter session yet, Stigurna? Yeah, Stiggy. Are you still like super thirsty for Hubert? For some reason? It's supposed to be comedic relief, and then they wanted to have each of the most popular forms like Ash Head, Christian Ninja, and Braixen, Clemont, stay chip. Oh, it's from the anime. I never watched the anime. I'm not playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. You will play Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm not actively thinking of him, but my heart is still hers. And I will always love you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually getting a record deal tomorrow. Whitney Houston reincarnation. I'm sure that most viewers couldn't tell, but that was actually me, Danny Doyle, and not Whitney Houston, who's in the room with us. I know. The resemblance is uncanny. But is Blue here? Blue is not here. Blue is running late. That's why we're, I think Blue might be asleep. I haven't heard from them. I sent them a message. So that's why we're doing the Marthlock as, like, filler until Blue shows up. That's also why their icon isn't there. Because, like, the icon, you see that, like, me? Who, like, goes dark when I'm quiet and then lights up when I'm talking? And then, like, what would be there is Blue, but Blue isn't there. How is the audio of me versus the game, by the way? I'm using a new audio setup because, basically because I want you to be able to hear Blue when they come in. Although, once she's here, I will change the audio setup. Because basically, it's instead of capturing each application separately, we might have to let Hendexa die. Instead of capturing everything separately, it's instead just, capturing my desktop audio. The game is hearable, but your voice is louder than the game. That is what I want. I do want my voice to be louder than the game. I would hope that y'all can hear me over it. He's so weak. Yeah, he's... Well, so to be fair, this Swallow is now at +4 special defense, and I'm using a special attack. But also, I don't really have a safe switch-in. Because, like, I want to keep Dua Dexa alive so we get Haxorus in the late game. Nanu is very useful. Oned is going to be useful against the Electric Gym. And Zestu's gonna be our, Actually, do you have Dragon Rage? Okay, we'll switch to a Dexa in and kill with Dragon Rage. I think that's the play. They're having a mid-off with 2 damage each. Humble Oned pivot. There we go. Okay, we saved Hendexa, because I would like to get a Medicham at some point. We gotta go all the way back to the fucking Poke Center now, though. Oh, shit. I thought I could loop all the way around. Well, Hendexa's fucking dead. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, you greedy motherfucker. You greedy motherfucker. You greedy motherfucker. It's our enemy. Alright, let's switch Oned in. Danny is now silencing her community. Wait, what did I do? Wait, what did I do? I missed it. What did I do? What was my silencing? I killed Hendexa. You're gaslighting us? I'm so evil for that, I guess. Technically, kinda, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's, like, not have Hendexa in the front. I could, like, intentionally kill Hendexa off. If I knew that I had, like, a good Pokemon coming next. Because I don't know who's, like, next in the PC order. We have to, I think this is the last grunt, and then we have to face the admins, right? And the admin literally only has, like, a Houndoom, I'm pretty sure. Let's just spam dig and see what happens. Maybe Oned can just, like, save Hendexa's life like this. I was hoping it would go for, like, high jump kick or something. Dig my beloved. I forgot how the Team Flare grunts look. They're pretty goofy. Oh shit, it's a Liepard. I think we switched to Nanu. Dig should have 100 base power like Gen 1 /S. I'm /SRS on that. I'm /serious, not /joking. Actually, I don't know. Is that /sarcasm? I can never tell. Some people use S for sarcasm, and some use it for serious. I'm serious when it comes to Dig should have 100 power. Garfield, are you /J or /SRS? Yeah. So, like, I'm one of the people who, like, tone indicators are basically, like, made for. We're not doing rollout strats. No healing items? Yeah, no healing items. I would say rules are in the description, but no, they're not. The fucking Fate stream is in the description. The rules to my Conquest stream are in the description. So, like, I can't help you. You're fucking kidding me. Thought I would loop back around. I'm so mad right now. Y'all, I'm so fucking mad right now. I'm so fucking mad right now. I'm so fucking mad right now. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. I thought we could loop back around, but that dipshit. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna buy a bunch of water from this twerp, and then I'm gonna use cheat codes and give myself infinite money. He thinks he's scamming me, but I'm scamming the entire universe. Ophelia learned dig. She was never seen again. Try to waste my time. I'll waste everyone's time. You have to buy them one at a time. It's such a scam. Forget the money scam. It's a time scam. He's scamming you, but you're causing mass inflation. Good. The mass inflation is deserved. There we go. Literally Xenoblade 2. One day I'll try Xenoblade 2. Maybe. The reaction that Xenoblade 1 fans had to me not liking Xenoblade 1, I talked about this during the Mario Party stream, but, like, In case anyone is not aware, that's not the way that you convince people to give your fucking franchise a try. It's turned me off of Xenoblade as a whole. Like, my wife and I were going to we're gonna watch a cutscene compilation, of Xenoblade 1, like a TV show. But now I just, like, kind of don't want to. I hope I'm not a part of that. The easiest way to tell whether or not you are a part of the Xenoblade flashback is if you did it on YouTube, you would be shadow banned from the channel because I just don't have tolerance for that bullshit right now. And if you did it outside of YouTube, you would probably know. Because, like, I've gotten direct messages about the fact that I am actually objectively wrong for not liking that awful game. It's Mr. Worldwide! We beat up Mr. Worldwide! And now I think we have to fight, like, her. Most tolerant RPG fan. The thing is that, like, I think a lot of gamers just, like, forget. Enjoyment of video games is always going to be subjective, right? Like, a big part of my channel is, like, reviewing ROM hacks and stuff, and I give my opinions on them, and when I make videos about hacks, or sometimes even games themselves, whether they be SRPGs or other games, I give my reasoning to back up the opinion I have, but it's important to remember at the end of the day, it is still an opinion. Even the most reasoned opinion is just that. Damn, you brought a Duodexa. Let's just fire off a rage. Well, we don't get Haxorus! That's pretty unfortunate. That's pretty fucking unfortunate. I think in general, in the gaming community, and in especially the Fire Emblem community, there's a problem with people, like, not recognizing subjectivity. You see this with tier lists as well. Where, like, so many people talk about how, like, we need to have an objective way to rank units and stuff. I've not seen any other community that is obsessed with objectivity when it comes to an inherently subjective thing. Would you knock over? I can't tell what... Cat just knocked something over. Danny replaying Xeno 1 made me replay the game, and I've been absolutely loving it. I'm glad you have. I'm glad you have. Like, but at the same time, like, negativity needs to be able to be expressed. Right? Like, I'm glad that you are enjoying the game. And that you're able to express your positivity and enjoyment on it. But at the same time, especially as someone who, like, reviews things, I'm not gonna alter my opinion or, like, pretend I hold a different one than I do. And on that topic, I was significantly less harsh than I genuinely feel about it. Because I don't want to be, especially when I'm first playing and trying a game, I don't want to create, like, a cycle of negativity. I guess you really weren't feeling it now? Yeah. Oh, that's too perfect. Yeah. It was, in fact, not rain time. It was, in fact, not rain time. Xeno 1 and 3 are my top 3 favorite games. What's the other one, if you don't mind my asking, of the 3? Evil Shulk be like, I'm not feeling it. Celeste. I was gonna play Celeste, for Pride Month, cause, like, trans. But ended up just not having time to. See, I don't know that I necessarily have specific favorite games. I find it really hard to be like, XYZ is my favorite. Because so many things will change just based on mood, right? Alright, get in. The dream of Haxorus is dead. Long live... Oh, we get another ground type. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. Look, having 2 ground types going into the electric gym, I'll take it. We should have just pivoted to Hendexa. Let Hendexa die instead. Oh, oops. Fuck. You're not supposed to be there. Oh my god. I'm so bad at this. Y'all, I swear I'm a professional video game player. Wait, there's 2 losers? Oh, right. One of them has to get renamed. I made a mistake in the naming process. One of them has to get renamed. At this point, I think, like, it's been, like, 3 streams that I've been like, I'll rename it later. One of them's supposed to be Rejek. R-E-J-E-K. God, lame certainly describes its own moveset, doesn't it? It's Eevee and the Heartfish thing. Yeah, Love Disc. I did a Love Disc solo as one of my first Pokemon Challenge things. For Valentine's Day. It's actually split into 2 videos. Which is not a choice that I would make today, but that was, God, like 2.5 years ago? Which simultaneously feels like way longer and way shorter than it should. But it was when I was like first starting to make content. That was before I was making what I consider to be like the real videos on my channel. Like that's when the whole channel was just Let's Plays. Whereas like now, multiple times I've been like, I should stop doing Let's Plays. Like it just feels... It feels like it takes away from the videos that I like the most. The sort of more long-form stuff. Z2 is the only Xenoblade that or X2 is the only Xenoblade game that interests me. I know it's like the contentious one within the community, which makes me think I'll probably like it best. 'Cause like, I hated basically everything about Xenoblade 1, right? So one would think if Xenoblade 2 is in many ways like looked at as sort of the opposite of Xenoblade 1, then maybe that'll be the one I like the most. So I might skip X, which I know is like a sin or whatever, but I don't really care. I don't really care. No one plays X. I feel like I need to start a poll, actually. Something just, like, popped into my head. I need to make a poll on this. doing this poll now. Okay. I'm baiting controversy here. Which fanbase TM is worse? I want to clarify. This is not directed at any individual. This is not like a hashtag. I'm gonna do a hashtag not all men. Hashtag not all members of these fanbase, but I need to know. I need to know. Collectively, which fanbase is worse? Again, hashtag not all men, hashtag not all Sonic fans, hashtag not all Xenoblade fans. But I need to know collectively. There's a steep competition. It keeps going back and forth between them. Oh god. Clement looks so small compared to everybody else. That's why he has the Iron Man suit. Or, no, it's the Doc Ock suit. I never interact with fan bases. You are so lucky for that, and you're so real for that. Quiz time. Pikachu! It's Pikachu! Who's that Pokemon? Oh god, wait. Is it Emolga? Dedenne? Or Pikachu? Definitely Dedenne. Fuck, I got it wrong. It was Dedenne. Jigglypuff as seen from above. It's an old joke, but it will always be funny to me. Jigglypuff as seen from above. Wait, did he just use snore while awake? Did he use snore? Did Dene use snore while awake? I need to look up a guide from 2013 to solve this. I was not paying attention. Honestly, neither am I. If we're being perfectly honest. Why do you think Hendexa died? Or Duodexa? And people say Scarlet and Violet are the buggy ones. I mean, that's less a bug as much as it is just the AI being programmed to be stupid. I think what happened, if I had to guess, I think what happened is it didn't have any attacking moves because of my ground immunity, my electric, right? And so it probably just picked a move at random, which is why it used Rest on turn 2 when it got Sandstorm chipped, because it was the only thing that would do anything. It probably only had electric moves, which I was immune to. And Snore, and Rest. So it picked Snore because it picked a random move. Like, if I had to guess, that's what happened. The AI is just built different. Thank God smart AI never made it past Gen 1. Gen 1, Gen fun, baby! We gotta go up the elevator. Gen 1 Lance's Dragonite spams agility. Yeah, because it thinks Psychic's super effective. In fairness, like, I can definitely see how that oversight happened, especially on the Game Boy Color, where there's, like, limited stuff you can do. So that's Panpour. Because it's the water one. But we're gonna actually, I think we have a Dig TM, right? Let's give it to Lame. Instead of Tail Whip. Cloyster uses Harden infinitely. Wait, why? Do you mean withdraw? I think you mean withdraw, right? Because withdraw's water type. Harden is normal. Psychic was super effective. It does 0 damage just like Lin and FE7. Manicati moment. It's effective. Deals effective damage of 0. Prompt. The dig animation looks so silly. It's just like plump. Plonk. Oh shit, I got paralyzed. Zero times 2 Lin critical hit moment. How much damage does Ophelia do? That's what we need to know. How much damage does Ophelia do? Okay, Rico. We gotcha. We gotcha, Rico. It just moves under like the quality of Pokemon games. That's unfair. Just because Scarlet and Violet are absolute dog water doesn't mean Pokemon itself is always gonna be bad. It just means Pokemon itself is almost always gonna be bad. I did make that joke, but I am actually optimistic for Gen 10, and it's for one simple reason. We haven't heard anything yet. Which means they're taking their fucking time. Which is not the only cause of problems, but it certainly doesn't help. Bring back Colosseum. Oh, you're not gonna like what I have to say about Colosseum. I think Colosseum's one of the worst Pokemon games. And I'm not even joking. It's incredibly slow. I love doubles. But it's incredibly slow. The animations are incredibly bland. The AI is quite literally random. Like, there's a reason... Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, Mercury, do you need to leave the office? I'll open the door for you. Hey, it's okay. If you and Valentine aren't getting along, you can rush out, right? Because Valentine is too much of a brat to actually leave when she's angry. She just wants to fight. But Mercury's the smart one. But yeah, like, there's a reason that it didn't affect Mischievous is the iconic line. Because the AI is literally random. And the level scaling is so trash garbage. Like, you know, Johto level curve problems? Hold my beer. Colosseum level curve problems. Oh, we have to go up all the elevators again? It doesn't affect Mischievous. I considered doing, because I'm doing all the Pokemon games with 0 EXP, and I considered including Colosseum in that. I actually have a code to give 0 EXP Colosseum even outside of the Shadow Pokemon. And the reason I'm not doing that is because I don't want to play Colosseum. Butterfly, Vivillon, Mothim. You're seriously going to pick number 2? Seriously? Zero growth Pokemon is peak? Yeah, so currently I'm working on Black 2, White 2. I just beat the 6th gym. I say just. I beat the 6th gym like 2 months ago, but I haven't played since then. I just had some stuff come up in real life. And I've been working on some really big projects. I recently saw a vid of Persona 3 Reloaded with 0 EXP and made me want to try it in other games too. Yeah, 0 EXP is... Well, that's interesting. guess we'll switch to Marth. Zero EXP is a fun challenge run. I did it in the first 2 Paper Marios, and I actually have the code and was gonna do it in Super, but 1, I don't want to play Super because Super sucks. And 2, more importantly, Bringle is currently doing that. I don't want to come off like I'm copying him, so I'm just gonna wait. Oh, this Plusle is actually a problem. This Plusle is actually a problem. But also, I don't really like Super Paper Mario. Unfortunately, when I last played Super Paper Mario, it was like a year and a half ago, and I just didn't record the footage. So in order to make my epic Super Paper Mario takedown that will explain why Super Paper Mario sucks, I have to play through it again, and I kind of don't want to do that until... Until it's time to do the 0 EXP. Whew. Big sneezer. Marth promotion. He just got Mercurius. Okay, I think we want Spiky Shield instead of Bite. 0 EXP for the Breath of Fire series. I've never played Breath of Fire. I have a 0 EXP patch for Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, but that mostly then just becomes like action commands the game, and also it kind of just becomes the Mario Luigi Superstar Saga speedrun, because they are at like level 4 in the end of the speedrun. I love the Mario and Luigi series as well, but it's hard to make a challenge run that isn't just like action commands the challenge run. And when I do RPG challenge runs, I prefer the challenge run to be around strategy rather than execution. Don't get me wrong, I like execution-based challenge runs, but in an RPG, it feels wrong because they're like strategy games, right? I've seen a couple either played or proposed, and I'm like, yes, but... Ooh, we can give Marth Dig over Power-Up Punch, and then we can reteach Power-Up Punch after... Like, the Luigi only, right? If you haven't watched it, somebody did a Luigi only playthrough of most of the Mario and Luigi games, and it's real good. But it's not really strategy, because you can't use Bros moves. So it's just solo attacks from Luigi and dodging all the enemy attacks. And it is incredibly impressive to see someone like, yeah, I'm dealing like 3 damage against this boss who has 1,000,000 HP. And I have to just dodge all their attacks until I kill them, right? Like, super impressive. And the execution-based ones, like, I did Dark Souls level 1, and that was really fun. But for RPGs, it's just not what butters my biscuit. It's just a game of QuickTime events. Kinda, yeah. Hendexa Evo. Remember, Haxorus died for this piece of shit. Haxorus died for you, Hendexa. I hope you're happy. We are gonna sacrifice you. Like, just so you know, if we run into a situation where a sacrifice is needed, it's Hendexa. And it makes me so sad, because in my first ever Marthlock, Hendexa was a Vileplume who fucking carried. Like, she punched way above her power level. But now, it's just a lame-o butt. Autocorrect changed Zestu to Zesty. I thought you were just saying you think Blastoise is sexy. I wasn't gonna comment. I thought you just thought Blastoise was sexy. Plant types are underrated? Do you mean grass types? Please tell me you're not part of the rename glass type to plant type movement. That movement makes me sad and also roll my eyes. Cause it's the same as like steel type should be renamed to metal type. It's just like a misunderstanding of like the aesthetics of like the Pokemon types are meant to communicate things. In Digimon, there's a plant type. I haven't actually engaged with Digimon media at all, so I can't comment on whether or not it's good there. My instinct says that it probably has the same issues I have with calling grass type plant type. In that, like, they just sound cool, right? Like, steel type sounds much cooler than metal type. Even if most steel type Pokemon have some other metal associated with them. It's Doc Ock! There's plant type in My Singing Monsters. Yo, what's My Singing Monsters? That sounds kind of cool. I wish I could recommend Digimon. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. It's a mobile game where you make the monsters sing. I mean, that's kind of hype. It's got all the classic mobile game problems, but not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Is it a gacha game? Because that's a deal breaker for me. I mean, I probably won't play it anyway, because I don't really play games on my phone except for Pokemon Showdown and Connections. Connections kind of hype, though. I love the yawn sound. It's really funny. The monster designs are unique and have different musical components. Oh, that's cool. I like Meloetta. Like, just as the Pokemon comparison, right? Oh, shit! Okay, bye, lame. I forgot Heliolisk got Grass Knot. Rip. Was that Seed Bomb? That was Grass Knot. That sucks. Rhyhorn's not a very good Pokemon. I love the Dawn. I love the Dawn. But I can't say it's a good Pokemon. Oh, nice crit. You know, Clement, I'm honestly fine with you wasting your potions on the Heliolisk. Marth's digging his way into the bottom tier of FE12. Alright, I think we lead sheet and then we switch out to Hippowdon. Fuck. Alright, we gotta switch out to Oned. Is Danny winning? We've almost recruited Ophelia. Oh shit, it has Mirror Shot too? Oh, cause the electric, oh! I don't know, gamers, this might be... I might have just thrown. Because of sturdy. Okay, so it's gonna mirror shot, right? I think we switched to Hendexa. Hendexa outspeeds and kills. Magneton doesn't have Levitate? Yeah, it looks like it should, right? Critical hit, goddamn. Okay. We just outspeed and kill with Force Palm. Hopefully she doesn't get one shot. Honestly, if Hendexa got one shot, I wouldn't miss him at all. He's such a little twerp. I think it does in some gens. I'm pretty sure it never did. I'm pretty sure it's always was sturdy. Like, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'll have to issue a correction. YouTuber issue correction apology moment. But I'm pretty sure it's never had Levitate. It just looks like it should. I might be insane then. I might be the Jonkler. It feels like it should. Yeah. Although, to be fair, if it had Levitate, then it would mean the move Magnet Rise is useless on it. And, like, Magnet Rise on Magneton just makes sense. It just works. So, if anything, like, I get it. It gets Magnet Rise, which is probably what you're thinking of. Yeah, that's probably it. It's funny how Magnezone wouldn't even want Levitate in competitive because its niche is Magnet Pole nuking Steelbirds. Yup. But in an in-game playthrough, it might be worthwhile. Well, lame. You lived up to your namesake. Now we get... Wait, what is Tyrant supposed to be? You're supposed to be awful. We've got some, does anyone know, where's the name raider in this game? Because we got some Pokemon who need to get nicknames. I'm gonna be annoying chatter. What are the rules of Marthlock? I would say they're in the description, but they're literally not. It just says it's Fates. I made a video on Marthlock, but basically, it's like a regular Nuzlocke. So, one Pokemon per route, level caps, if they die, they're dead in real life, and, first Pokemon, all that stuff. Your starter is named Marth, and they are always force deployed, and if they die, you lose. Every other Pokemon you catch is named in order after the FE11 replacement units, and you're never allowed to swap your team out. Instead, whenever a Pokemon dies, they're replaced by the next in line via replacement units, like how it works in FE11. So if you want to, like, rotate your team out, you have to kill people off for it. Which is why I'm playing, like, really fast and loose with people's lives. Like, Lame died, and I didn't care at all because it means I get someone else on the team. I made a video about it, which is the first one in the playlist of the Marthlock, and then the rest is this playthrough. The first game I ever Marthlocked was Pokemon, like, Omega Ruby. It was actually my first playthrough of the Gen 3 remakes as well. And it was really fun. Very much gonna steal this at some point. You should watch the video so that you get, like, the full rules instead of my summarized on-the-spot version as well then, if you want to. But also, you can adjust it as you want, is sort of the thing. Because it's like how you... Any difference in FE1 or 11 recruiting order? Well, so it's not named after the real characters from FE11. It's named after the replacement units, the generic unit names. Because the point is that the generic units only show up based on you having deaths in FE11. So that's why the gimmick is like you kill them off in order to make room for more. If that makes sense. Basically, in FE11, if you have less than the deployment amount of units in your roster, you'll get given generic units with names like Awful and Loser and whatnot. And they have, like, pretty bad stats, but they let you full deploy. So these are named after it. I heard some of their name things like You Sucks. It's not quite You Sucks, but it's like that same level. Probably get Dragon Claw over Charm. I'll give everyone up to level 38 for Serena. Or Callum. Alright, I think we open with Nanu. Nanu's just kind of like a good opener. Generally good opener. Do we go this way? Or am I heading the wrong way? I can't tell. I can never, like, navigate this city good. Okay, we are north. Oh my god. Lumio City, my beloved. There's also the expert belt. I think it's in this building. Oh, wait, we found the creepypasta. I mean, fitting for October. Look at her. No. You're not the one. Honestly, kind of hope we get more about this. Actually, no. I hope we get literally nothing about this in ZA. I hope that it continues to be a mystery. I love when games let you enter a zone where if you keep going the same direction, you go back. Resident Evil moment. I love the old Resident Evil games, but they are so bad about that. The remake made it so that if you keep tilting forward, it just keeps you going, it doesn't let you go backwards. And I think that that's such a smart and good decision that they made. I hope they make it even more confusing in ZA. Hardcore Marthlock, where you have to start every battle with your Lord in slot 1, you can't adjust their starting position. Ooh. Maybe that's for the Marthlock Plus. Hello, fuckins. You arrived very quickly. You came quickly. Alright, fuckins. It's my turn now. I wish that was me. You wish you were fucking? And came quickly when you were fucking? Alright, I think we body slam here. What a dick. What a dick. Fake out. Waste my time. Waste my time. Fake out in singles moment. Fake out in singles moment. Slam. Alright, who's next? He's just optimizing for VGC. Alright, Absol's next, and then it will be, Braxian. Yawn, I think. Damn, this super luck guy. I hated Fake Out in Gen 5 with the rival. It's like Winona's Pelipper, TBH. I think we go Oned. This world is imperfect. Oh my god, Mr. Super Luck over here. It's insane how absurdly powerful Fake Out is in doubles. Yeah, it's one of the moves that, like, really... Like, there are some reasons to use Fake Out in singles. The biggest one is, like, normal gem on Burden or on, like, Technician Pokemon, where it's just a priority move. But for the most part, it's not worth the move slot in singles, but then in doubles, it's, like, huge. Like, knowing how to properly use Fake Out and Protect in doubles is the difference between, like, 4 or 5 tiers worth of skill in terms of, like, the skill level ups. Bro thinks he's Rutger. He's more like Butger because he's dead. Alright, I think we switch to... I think leaving Oned in kills Oned. Does anyone have a priority move? No. And I'm pretty sure Delphox is faster than me. So let's switch to Hendexa, because if someone has to die, it's her. Or him, I mean. Goodbye! What a fucking loser! No one was really gonna live that crit, though, were they? Mechas are not banned, by the way. Is that the 4th back-to-back crit? In fairness, that Absol did legitimately have super luck. The reason that I couldn't just switch Blastoise in, by the way, is it could have been Psybeam, and getting hit by multiple Psybeams was just not something I wanted to risk. Because, like, a crit Psybeam plus a Psybeam, I think, kills Blastoise. Since I wouldn't be able to Mega on the switch-in as well. Still only 1/4. Yeah, I mean, like, there was definitely some hacks in there. I am reporting Callum to Showdown mods. Pizza done? What's toppings is on your pizza? That's for Route 14, you know, because it has a 14 carved in it. Thanks, random citizen. Unfortunate does not begin to subscribe. Is it really unfortunate that Hendexa died? Chat, let's be honest. There's gonna be more casualties. Mince meat, cheese, and peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches. It doesn't even have the oh, it does have a 14. Do any of you give me gifts? Why do you exist if you won't give me gifts? Why do people think that the Xenoblade community is toxic? The Xenoblade community needs to grow thicker skin, is where I'm at with them. It's the same deal with the Sonic community, where it's like, if someone doesn't like your game franchise, harassing them into liking it is not a thing. Oh, I forgot to heal them. I went all the way back to the Pokemon Center to deposit my dead piece of garbage, and I forgot to heal. Alright, so who are you? We just had Lever. This is Justinian. Justin. I think in general, gamers need to realize that insulting art you enjoy, and video games are art, even games that I consider bad are art. Insulting art that you enjoy is not equivalent to insulting you. And I'm using you broadly, by the way. Like, I'm not addressing anyone in particular in chat. As I stated earlier, I don't think you were here for this, Adam. But as I stated earlier, like, I shadow banned like 20 people off of the post where I said I wasn't playing Xenoblade anymore, just because the response was not great, shall we say? I think I got lost in what you were saying. I will say, though, you did stop just before the game gets super good. I mean, I spent a good 8 hours playing the game and had the opposite of fun the entire time. I don't subscribe to the just sink enough time into XYZ thing, and eventually you will Stockholm yourself into liking it, or get to the good part, or whatever the argument is. It's just sunk cost fallacy of the game. Yeah, it kind of, like, we are all going to die one day, right? Why the fuck does Love Disc have agility? We're all gonna die one day, right? It's just a simple fact of life. None of us knows when it is, but it will come sometime. I think that, as a result, we should endeavor to do things that are valuable. That's not always going to be enjoyable, right? But enjoying something is value. That's not to say that you have to, like, enjoy literally everything you do all the time. But I also think how good something is when it comes to, like, art is always going to be subjective, right? And so it's possible that for some people, the part of the game that comes, like, after the first 10 to 12 hours, or, you know, whatever, insert length of time, right? Like, taking this outside of Xenoblade, whatever game we're talking about that gets the, like, stick with it, it'll get good eventually. For some people, that is going to be true. For other people, you spend 10 hours with the miserable part, and you're still gonna get something that you don't enjoy afterwards. Unless the game, like, gets significantly overhauled to the point where it's unrecognizable, an improved version of what I experienced during the first 8 hours of Xenoblade is not going to be something that I enjoy. It might be something that I'm more able to tolerate than what I got during the first 8 hours. Oh my god, no! I hate the swamp! I hate the swamp. I sunk in and I couldn't get out on time. It might be something that I'm more able to tolerate than what I got during the first 10 hours. But I can tell you it's not going to be something that I would enjoy unless it is unrecognizable. Like, unless there's a serious genre and mechanic shift. The core issues that I had were not things that were going to be solved by getting new, more exciting party members, right? The evolution of the mechanics, I guess, would be the way to phrase it. We should normalize watching gameplays or cutscene compilations. Gaming is ultimately a silly little hobby. Play what's fun for you. Yeah, I mostly agree with that. I do think that, like, sometimes there are games that are not necessarily meant to be fun, and that doesn't, depending on how it's done, right? That doesn't undercut the enjoyment factor. But play something that you want to play. Like, this isn't a game that I love, but it is one that I feel like I got the intended experience from. Death Stranding is a game that I wouldn't describe as fun. And I think it's a highly specific game that I wouldn't, like, recommend to anyone. But I also think, like, if you don't want to play it because it's not fun, that's completely fine. But again, I'm not going to use the word enjoy. It's weird talking about it, right? Because it's supposed to be an annoyance simulator, kind of. And it succeeds in that, and it does it in a way that I felt gave me value while I was playing it, right? And there's other such things, like, yeah, Papers, Please is a depression simulator, right? This War of Mine tells a message. 9/12, like, it's not supposed to be fun, but it sends a message, that sort of thing. The future games are so good as not enough to get me through it. I'm going through it with Trails in the Sky. Yeah, I used to be to the point where, like, I would have to play everything in the series in order to get to, like, the later ones. But I realized that mindset, for me, was leading me to play... To go through experiences I didn't want to, right? So now I'm at the point where, like, I'm not gonna do things I don't want to do. I'm not, and when it comes to gaming. You know, obviously, there's unfortunately things we have to do that we don't want to do. I don't want to edit my videos, but I sometimes have to do that. Let's switch to Tyrant. Papers, Please is a depression game? I would say so. I would say so. At least to an extent, right? Hex Maniac moment. She's coming for us. I don't understand how someone could dislike that game so much, but I'm so biased. I can respect your opinion, though. I mean, I'll be real, I'm in the opposite. I genuinely don't understand how someone could enjoy any aspect of that game, but I can respect people who do. Because at the end of the day, like I said, all game opinions are subjective. And I think that the internet, and especially the Fire Emblem community, could stand to remember that, like, not everything is or needs to be subjective. Or objective, I mean. And obviously, Fire Emblem and Xenoblade are not, like, the same fan base, although there's a good deal of overlap from what I've seen. Let's put someone other than Nanu in the front. Say that to the Fire Emblem tier list. The thing is that tier lists are, like, I'll continue to hammer this point home. Tier lists are always subjective. Even if they're based in, like, LTC stuff, they are still subjective. We're ranking based on how good, if we're ranking based on, like, how good the units are within games, it's still subjective based on, you know, what we're using for criteria, how much we value specific parts of criteria, and even just in that we're comparing things that just cannot, be aligned, they're not, like, numerical, right? Like, personally, and I think most people would agree with this, think that Seth's guaranteed stats and perfect availability are better than Franz's potential. But that's not an objective fact. And I'm using that example because it is such an extreme one that, like, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who thinks Franz is better than Seth. But it's not an objective fact, and, like, it's important to remember that, right? Even if we're just talking about things like within LTC, who is more important to the LTC, the Warper or the Boss Killer? Let's say you one-turn every map by having the same person warp the same Boss Killer every map, right? In 3 houses, where most maps are kill boss, right? If you're doing an LTC, and every single map, let's pretend the route maps don't exist. You have Lysithea, Warp, Bernadetta. And those are the only 2 units who ever do anything. Which one of them is better? And also assume that in the roster you have Linhardt and Catherine, who can play the role of Warper and Boss Killer. So they're, like, both equally replaceable, right? Low turn count. Yeah, LTC, sorry, I should clarify. LTC is, it stands for low turn count. It's a, playstyle that aims to clear the game in the minimum possible turns. What's our level cap here? As efficient as possible. Oh no, I'm gonna go off on the efficiency rant, aren't I? I'm gonna go up on the efficiency rant, aren't I? I'm low-key at war against quote-unquote efficiency. Oh, a bright Sabrina's house moment. But yeah, that's my point, is that, it is always going to be subjective. And obviously, you know, you could say that there are some things that are, like, less subjective than others, right? If we're talking about specific qualities of units, I always hated the term efficient. I feel like the most efficient game is the one where I have the most fun. My issue with efficiency is people, when using, like, the justification of, like, efficiency, so, like, evaluator, rank, or tier units or whatever, right? It's always somewhere between LTC and not LTC. The way I describe it is efficiency means we're going fast enough to train the units. We're going fast enough that we can't train the units I don't like, but slow enough to train the units I do like. The golden run. Because it's described as, like, we are playing fast for the sake of playing fast, but we're not LTCing. And what does that mean? Because if we're not doing things at the lowest turns possible, right? and people use that to disqualify, like, within an LTC setting, there are some units who are truly worthless, who do not contribute at all to the lowest turn clears. And the idea of efficiency is we still care about going fast for some nebulous reason. It's often framed as, like, turn counts are objective, which is why we need it. Which is the other thing, is, like, having a lower turn count is not objectively better. Unless there is a specific time-based objective, like the boat map in Conquest, you don't gain anything from having a lower turn count, other than having a lower turn count for the sake of it. I guess we switch to Marth here? But it's framed as, we're going fast but not LTC, which is just a meaningless, like, that's a meaningless framing. It's also often not efficient. Oh boy, I can play the game less. Like, there are definitely benefits to clearing maps as quickly as possible when it comes to turn count. Especially if you're trying to, like, go for a village that a brigand is trying to grab. Or if you're, you know, going for bonus experience in FE9, going for gold in Conquest. When I've done a lot of, like, zero growth runs, right? And in those runs, if you can clear a map in a lower number of turns, it's often beneficial to do so, because the lower quality of your units means that the longer you stick around, the more likely you are to get overpowered. Oh my god, I'm so bad at the trick house puzzles. But fast but not LTC doesn't mean anything. Like, what is the benchmark that we're aiming for with it? Right? Look away. Look away. There we go. Like, people will often use it as, like, a, well, we don't have time to train XYZ unit. When I think the more apt, like Anna, for example, right, in Engage, who I think is pretty bad, because she requires investment, and turns out generally just, for the majority of the game, worse than or equivalent to people who come for free, right? And I think that can be true without the reason for, without the reason for it being bad, being because of the turns. Like, it's just not an efficient use of your resources. The payoff is not worth the investment. Okay, XY gym leaders. I must have closed the tab. Level cap 42. Okay, we can level ourselves up to 42. Damn. For this Sylveon. But yeah, TLDR, I have a longer and more, like, better worded version of this argument in my video about the way that I tier. But basically, tier lists are subjective. There's some god tier fairies. I think, on its own, fairy is probably the best type in the game. But there are a lot of not very good fairies. There are also a lot of very good fairies, right? I do not want Thrash. Let's get everyone up to 42. What is our current plan against... Oh, we don't want Mudshot. Why would I teach Marth Mud Shot? Marth doesn't play in the mud. I don't care if it's inefficient. I'm using Lilina every single run of FP6. That's the funny thing, too, is that, like, so many of these efficiency people are cosplaying as LTCers, but don't actually know anything about LTC. Because Lilina is actually incredibly important to LTC. Because it turns out, the high magic growth, the fast Roy support, and the access to bolting is valuable in a setting where you are willing to rig hit rates and crits and stuff. Within rigged LTC, Lilina is one of the best units. I would also argue that in vanilla play, Lilina is like middle of the road. Because she joins right before 2 training maps. And there's not really other people you want to train during those maps. Other than, like, Sue. I do not want Hydro Pump on Lucer. I did just get a message from Blue. I'm gonna go reply to that real quick before we hop into the gym battle. Okay, how do I want to handle... It might just be best to... Mega Evolve Zestu and try to sweep from there. Because I know it... So it's Mr. Mime, Mawile, Sylveon. Yeah, I mean, it's not a very strong team. We might just, like, spam Water Pulse. I think we can just Brainless it all. Alright, I did hear from Blue. They are not going to be joining us. So I guess this is just the 1984 Marthlock stream. Embrace Lilina, embrace Lunatotem. Time for me to get canceled, alright? It's time for me to get canceled. Why are her eyes like that? She's from outer space. Ophelia still in Paralog jail. Honestly, I wish that I had intentionally done this. Like, I wish I could say I'm entertaining enough to intentionally do this. At least Odin won't die today. It's true. I'm gonna try to burn the light screen. It's such a good bit. It would be so perfect. It would be so perfect. So we're, what, 3 turns into light screen? Alright, I think we Water Pulse. Water Pulse. Lunatotem is my favorite item in Fire Emblem. What's Lunatotem? Alright, let's switch to Looser. The Lunatone. Oh, like the weapon. Yeah. Okay, Looser. That was by accident. That was by accident, by the way. I clicked A too fast. Oh, wait, it might work. It might work for Looser. It might work for Looser. Wait, what if we attract then? We just do like the most hack-centric strategy. Hacks time. Hacks time. Confusion plus attraction. You will never hit Looser. Oh god, it's no damage. Looser sucks so much. I forgot how bad Love Disc was. Get fucked, Looser. Sylveon too horny. Okay, all the trans people in chat say just like me, for real, for real. Good enough. Welcome back to Dunsparce. Yeah. Okay, and then we Earthquake, I think. Oh shit, that's like more damage than I expected. Go to sleep, little Sylveon. Go to sleep. Now that you mention it, Sylveon does have the trans flag colors. Yeah, it's a trans icon. It appears that my plan to just YOLO my way through her team is hitting a trans-shaped wall right now. I could have prepared better for this. But I could have prepared better for this. That's it. That's all I'll say. Oh my god. Okay. This is actually really bad. Okay, Nanu, you're up. Why are they so tanky? It's the estrogen flooding through their body and making them invincible. So true. They're strong and tanky at the same time. So, like, they did charm me to lower my attack, right? So that's part of the tank. The fat man wins. Sylveon's actually a really good evolution. Well, good thing we just got one. Because Eevee joined the team. Looser died so that Eevee could join the team as reject. It's probably the best one competitively. I mean, obviously it depends on the generation, but I think it's better, like, as an in-game, like, in an in-game than competitive, though. Fuckins! We're gonna go to the ball factory, fuckins. Come get some balls with us. Balls! Sylveon sees VGC play. Does it still? I knew it did at one point. I didn't think it still did. That teaches me. Well, we gotta give Reject a name, and we gotta give... What was Tyrantrum supposed to be again? Weakling? No, Weakling's already there. Maybe Tyrantrum will just be Tyrantrum. Maybe I messed up the name so bad that Tyrantrum will just be Tyrantrum. The Marthlock is, What's your plan for Eevee? Sylveon. Sylveon. Sylveon is my plan for Eevee. But that being said, since Blue is not coming, we got through 2 gyms. I'm gonna call it. I think we're just gonna end stream after an hour 45. I'm gonna take the afternoon to relax, hang out with my wife. Maybe do some catch up on, like, future videos. I hope everyone had a fun time, though, recruiting Ophelia. Take care, everyone. Bye!